Greetings, curious minds. Today, we dive into the sands of time and unravel the secrets of the Egyptian civilization. Located in the northeastern corner of Africa, this remarkable civilization bloomed alongside the iconic River Nile, a life-giving oasis in the midst of a vast desert. For over 3,000 years, from roughly 3100 BC to 300 BC, this civilization thrived, leaving an indelible mark on human history. Embroidering the tapestry of our shared past, the Egyptian civilization gave us a treasure trove of knowledge, art, architecture, and culture. It was a civilization that fostered the human spirit's yearning for understanding and expression, shaping the course of human progress. Its influence resonates even today, echoing in our sciences, our arts, and our way of life. From the fertile banks of the Nile emerged a civilization that would stand the test of time. The Egyptian civilization. The dawn of the Egyptian civilization began with the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. This powerful moment in history was orchestrated by the first pharaoh Narmer, around 3100 BC. Before this unification, Egypt was a land divided, with separate kingdoms vying for control. But with Narmer's decisive victory, a new era was born. This era, known as the early dynastic period, saw the establishment of a centralized political system where power was concentrated in the hands of the pharaoh and his administration. This was a time of great technological and architectural advancements, with the construction of the first pyramids being a prime example. These monumental structures were not just grand tombs for the pharaohs. They were also a testament to the Egyptians' engineering prowess, their deep understanding of mathematics and geometry, and their unwavering belief in life after death. The pyramids were a message to the world, a message that said, "We are Egypt and we are here to stay." But the pyramids were not the only significant development during this period. The Egyptians also invented a complex system of writing known as hieroglyphs. These pictorial symbols were used for religious literature on papyrus and wood. The hieroglyphs were more than just a means of communication. They were a way of immortalizing the words and deeds of the pharaohs, the gods, and the people of Egypt. The hieroglyphs, like the pyramids, were a symbol of the Egyptians' desire for eternity. They wanted their stories to be told and retold, their achievements to be remembered, their names to be whispered by generations yet unborn. So, in the grand scheme of things, it was not just the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt that marked the rise of the Egyptian civilization. It was the dawn of a new way of thinking, a new way of living, a new way of immortalizing the human spirit. And with the construction of the pyramids, the Egyptians had etched their name into the annals of eternity. The golden age of the Egyptian civilization, the Middle Kingdom, was a period of stability and prosperity. This era, spanning from around 2050 BC to 1700 BC, was a beacon of cultural and societal advancement. Let's delve into the heart of this golden age and see how the civilization thrived. The Middle Kingdom was marked by a renaissance in literature. Poetry, narratives, and wisdom texts flourished, and much of what we know about ancient Egyptian literature comes from this very period. The tale of Sinuhe, an enduring narrative about an official who flees Egypt, is among the most famous works from this era. It's a testament to the depth of storytelling and the complexity of themes the Egyptians were capable of. Art, too, bloomed during the Middle Kingdom. Artists began to explore naturalism, creating sculptures and reliefs that were incredibly lifelike. This period's art was about capturing the essence of the subject, not just its physical form. It was about conveying the individuality and character of the person or deity depicted. A shift from the standardized depictions of the Old Kingdom, but perhaps the most enduring legacy of the Middle Kingdom is its architectural prowess. The magnificence of the Karnak Temple complex, the largest religious building ever constructed, speaks volumes about the Egyptians' architectural genius. The temple, dedicated to the god Amun, is a sprawling complex of sanctuaries, pylons, and obelisks, each more impressive than the last. It's a testament to the architectural innovation and the religious fervor that characterized this golden age. The Middle Kingdom saw the Egyptian civilization reaching new heights in art, literature, and architecture, reflecting a society at ease with itself, confident in its abilities, and comfortable with its traditions. It was a period when pharaohs could dream big, and their subjects had the skill and the will to turn those dreams into reality. The Middle Kingdom, a testament to the Egyptian civilization's cultural zenith. This was a time when the desert sands bore witness to the creation of some of the most iconic works of art and architecture, a period when the written word flourished and the world was given a glimpse into the rich tapestry of Egyptian culture. The New Kingdom marked the height of Egyptian power and glory. This period, from the 16th to the 11th century BC, saw Egypt thriving under the rule of powerful pharaohs, constructing architectural marvels and expanding its territories. The New Kingdom era is often referred to as the Empire Age due to its territorial expansion. The pharaohs of this time, not content with the lands of Egypt, set their sights beyond their borders, conquering territories and establishing a powerful and prosperous empire. Among these rulers, the name Hatshepsut shines brightly. She was one of the few female pharaohs of Egypt, and she reigned longer than any other women of an indigenous Egyptian dynasty. Under her rule, Egypt saw a significant increase in trade and undertook many ambitious building projects, including the famed temple at Deir el-Bahri. Then there was Akhenaten, who brought about a religious revolution. He shifted the traditional polytheistic religion to the worship of a single deity, the sun god Aten. This radical change was short-lived, but it marked a significant shift in Egyptian culture and religion. Tutankhamun, the boy king, is perhaps one of the most famous pharaohs of the New Kingdom. His reign was short, but his legacy lives on, largely due to the discovery of his nearly intact tomb in the Valley of the Kings, a burial site for pharaohs and nobility. Finally, we have Ramesses II, often regarded as Egypt's greatest pharaoh. His reign lasted an impressive 66 years, during which he led several military campaigns, constructed cities, temples, and monuments, and left a lasting impression on Egypt's landscape and history. Throughout the New Kingdom, Egypt's power and influence grew, reaching its peak under these formidable rulers. The period was marked by extensive construction projects, including the Valley of the Kings, a testament to the wealth, power, and architectural prowess of this era. The New Kingdom, an era that saw Egypt's sun reach its zenith. This was a time of unrivaled prosperity and grandeur, an age when the pharaohs of Egypt truly ruled as gods on earth. All great civilizations have their twilight, and so did the Egyptian civilization. As with any great civilization, the decline of Egypt was not an overnight event, but a gradual process marked by a series of unfortunate events. The seeds of decline were sown in the form of internal strife. The once unified Egypt started fragmenting, with different regions vying for power. This internal instability not only weakened the central authority but also made Egypt vulnerable to external threats. The first of these external threats came from the Assyrians and Persians, who invaded Egypt in the 7th and 6th centuries BCE, respectively. These invasions were a heavy blow to Egypt, shaking its economic stability and further exacerbating internal strife. However, it was the rise of other powers in the Mediterranean that proved to be the final nail in the coffin. The rise of the Greek city-states and later the Roman Empire shifted the balance of power away from Egypt. As these new powers grew, Egypt's influence gradually waned. The most significant event in this decline was the conquest by Alexander the Great in the 4th century BCE. Alexander's arrival marked the end of native Egyptian rule and the beginning of the Hellenistic period, with the establishment of the Ptolemaic dynasty. The Ptolemies, while adopting some Egyptian customs and traditions, were essentially Greek rulers. They brought significant changes to the Egyptian society and culture, many of which distanced it from its glorious past. The Ptolemaic dynasty lasted for nearly 300 years until the famous Cleopatra VII's defeat by Rome. With her death, Egypt became a province of the Roman Empire, marking the end of the Egyptian civilization as an independent entity. And so the sun set on the Egyptian civilization, leaving behind a legacy that continues to awe the world. Despite its fall, the Egyptian civilization continues to inspire and fascinate us, a testament to its enduring legacy. Our journey through the sands of time ends here, but the Egyptian civilization continues to live on in our collective memory. We've walked the path of the pharaohs, from the rise of this ancient civilization through its golden age to the zenith of its power, and finally, its decline and fall. We've seen how the Egyptians built a society that was ahead of its time, crafting marvels that still leave us in awe today. Their legacy endures not only in the pyramids that stand tall against the desert sky, but in the wealth of knowledge and wisdom they left behind. It's a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit. As we close this chapter, remember that history is not just about the past. It's a guide, a teacher, and a mirror that reflects our own times. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join us next time as we uncover another chapter of our shared history. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning.
Damn.